I guess my question is now, if you are part-time blogger, because all of them are making money from elsewhere, but if you are a full-time blogger and that's the only income source, if somebody asks you to blog about cards, about sex toys, will you do it? The dilemma will be stronger, because that's where your income comes from.
Why don't you ask Grace?
But that's not her main source of income, so it's not.
Yeah, it's not her main source of income, but if that is only the main source of income, if let's say you're a food blogger, if somebody asks you to do a beauty mask, you might just more inclined to do it, because that's your only source of income.
So maybe by a show of hand, if somebody asks you to write about a sex toy.
I think it's okay though. I mean, you can write it provided if you have very thick face, you know, I mean, a very thick skin, and you are not afraid of
that one day, right?
Judgment.
Oh, that's Smith there.
Smith always writes about that stuff anyway.
Sex toy?
I'm his biggest follower.
I think one of the questions you ask yourself also, like before you start blogging or why you should go blogging, I think you need to ask yourself, can you handle the heat? Because if you can handle the heat, which means you can handle the haters' comments, the flaming, the hardware zone, I don't know, forums talking about you and everything, then yeah, you know, you can write about sex toys. No one would, I mean, you can handle it, you can handle the heat, and then earn that $500 from writing about sex toys. Or you can write it and sell it to an adult magazine and it will be anonymous and you can earn 10 cents per word.
How about Grace? Do you have anything to add to this topic of blog post integrity and so on?
Not about sex toys, because I think every blogger needs to know where to draw the line. For example, if you don't support, say, tobacco-related products, then no matter how big the offer is, say $1,000, you say, no, I'm sorry, I don't support tobacco-related products and I'm not going to blog about it. So you decide for yourself what you want to blog about. In fact, the tarot card lady, I think she approached me as well. And on my end, I said, that seems interesting, but I need to find some value in it for my readers. So I asked her, I'm sure you know everything about me already. My life is on my blog, my Facebook page, etc. You know everything even before I tell you, you know, like what's my name, what's my age. You know everything, my interests, my passions, my hobbies. So what else can you tell me? Is it okay if I bring a friend, someone you have never met before, to come to the session and I'll be the observer and I'll see how good she is at just doing the reading right there and then I'll blog about it. I posed her this challenge and I wanted to see if she's up for it or not. Yeah, so sometimes I think you need to decide what's the value for your reader. In fact, I just got back from Japan yesterday, and I'm very thankful for a certain blogger in the US because of a blog post that she wrote, and I read just before I went to Sanrio Puro Land, which is Hello Kitty Land. I saved a lot of money. So maybe just by a show of hands, who here is a fan of Hello Kitty? We only have one fan? Okay. In any case, you know, I need to share this with you because before going to Sanrio Puro Land, I already did my research online. The entrance ticket for a full day pass is 4,400 yen, which is about 60 Sing dollars. But after reading her blog post, I realized that there are actually cheaper tickets that you can purchase from a certain MRT station, not MRT station, but subway station. And I went there and I bought tickets for about 20 Sing dollars. So from 60, it became 20. I saved a lot of money. And I bought 2 tickets. Okay, so I think bloggers, you need to blog about stuff that brings value to people's lives, no matter what it is you're blogging about. Maybe it's something as frivolous as Hello Kitty Land tickets, or something like maybe a sex toy or whatever, but people need to get value from your blog post, not just copy and paste a press release. I get press release emails so often, I don't know what the PR companies want me to do, you know, copy and paste it onto my blog. I just delete them straight away because I need to be there at the event, try the product myself, and then I'll blog about it. Whether it's good or not, I'll be honest about it. So that's how I do my blogging.
Sorry, just to add, I think people, okay, this is quite, I think it's very strong to say, but bloggers who copy and paste press release are usually bloggers with no substance. And if you have no substance, then I suggest that don't try too hard to become a money-earning blogger. Blog for your own passion, for your own life, but yeah.
I copy and paste sometimes. Right? No, but
maybe
you
I
have to edit cleverly, as in you have to know what to take out and which other component to put in. We're running a bit out of time. We have to leave some time for the Q&A, but I just want to round up the whole, we have a very interesting session. I hope all of you enjoy yourself. To me, what I get from all the panelists is that I see that at the end of it, it's really about whether you blog for money or you are doing it for your own passion, at the end of it, it's really about your own interests, and it's very much a choice. So it's just like in any other job, if you work hard on it and you put your effort into it, you should excel. So it's the same for blogging. If you want to go the commercial route and you put your heart and soul into it, it should go somewhere. But I do have to add that being pretty or handsome really does help. So like for Grace, probably she has a natural advantage. For ugly people like me, you have to work harder on your content to drive better traffic. Yeah. So maybe do each of you have anything to say before I round this up?
I've just got one last thing to say, Alvin. I think that the content of tonight's discussion has been about content, right? That there are other avenues as well about earning money for your blog, and it's sort of the silent achiever, right? If you do get that traffic and you do get that exposure, and you have a certain niche that you're writing around, you may just well get paid to put banner ads or paid links in your sidebar, and then that can also generate some sustainable income onto your blog rather than having to blog just for the sake of making money.
The rest of you, anything to add?
Actually, Alvin shared with me previously that if you want to be famous as a blogger, just go for plastic surgery and blog about it. So I'm still deciding what I want to alter. If there are any sponsors here for plastic surgery, please look for me. Right? So I don't think actually good looks matter a lot. I mean, after all, there's Photoshop, right? So I think it's more of the content, what you say, what you do, and what you blog about that, whether it entices people to continue reading or not.
My takeaway is before you even earn money, you have to invest a lot of money in yourself and your blog. For example, to be a food blogger, you really need to invest in a good camera, flash, writing skills. Take, for example, if I want to review a restaurant, or let's say I want to review 5 best Eggs Benedict in Singapore, you really have to eat 5 restaurants, and all 5 Eggs Benedict, the amount of time, the amount of effort, the amount of time you need to take to write and spend money exercising to get the fats away, there's really a lot of time. So before you earn, you really have to invest in yourself and your blog.
Yeah. Christine?
I think one tip that I would give to bloggers who want to increase their traffic rate, their traffic, for example, would be, as I think everyone says, or rather as Alvin said as well, that you have to be really hardworking behind it and put your heart and soul into it. So there's actually a lot of things, a lot of blogging tips that you can search online, coming from usually overseas writers or actually tech blogs who actually say like, how can you increase your search engine hits and links, how you go about it, how you should be naming your photos and all that. All this will actually contribute to your traffic. So if you do a little bit of research, do a little bit of reading, then, actually to become a successful blogger takes a lot of hard work. Now for myself, because I can't really be bothered to, I'm quite lazy, so I never name my photos, I never name, I don't Photoshop my pictures even. But that's because I'm not a full-time blogger. So yeah, that's a tip.